A reading from the Acts of the Apostles. We set sail from Troas and took a straight course to Samothrace, the following day to Neapolis, and from there to Philippi, which is a leading city of the district of Macedonia and Roman colony. We remained in this city for some days. On the Sabbath day, we went outside the gate by the river where we supposed there was a place of prayer, and we sat down and spoke to the women who had gathered there. A certain woman named Lydia, a worshiper of God, was listening to us. She was from the city of Thyatira and a dealer in purple cloth. And the Lord opened her heart to listen eagerly to what was said by Paul. When she and her household were baptized, she urged us, saying, "If you've judged me to be faithful to the Lord, come and stay at my home." And she prevailed upon us. Lydia, the dealer in purple cloth, a woman of some means and a woman of curiosity. I love this story because it's the disciples talking, the apostles saying, we just went down to the river because we figured we'd find a place to pray there. They're in the busy city. They're just kind of going to take care of business and pray, just as Jesus would do, go find a place and pray. And essentially, they stumble upon a congregation they weren't planning to find. And as they're praying, the women are listening, they're overhearing, and this woman, Lydia, is listening with some intensity in her eyes. And they engage her, and they obviously spoke in ways that were compelling. She was listening to Paul, the story tells us. But she was like so many who weren't planning to meet Jesus and be persuaded into a new way of life. She overhears these guys praying, is captured in her imagination by the Spirit, and she joins them. She and her family are baptized, and then she does something interesting. She doesn't just get baptized and go away and say, "Thank you so much for that wonderful spiritual experience." She says, "If you see the faith in me, then you must let me give out of what I have. You must let me contribute to what you are doing. And not let me come and, preach alongside you, pray alongside you. Let me give what I have." She's a woman who's a dealer in purple cloth. That, of course, was a sign of a high-level clientele. That's the kind of dye in that cloth that went to families of means, to royalty even. So this is a woman of some means who responds to God's capturing her heart, this overhearing other people praying, capturing that, and then responds out of what she has and what she does. She doesn't try to become somebody else. She takes the resources at her own disposal, what she can do best. She can provide for these apostles. She can provide for these people who are spreading the gospel. And she says, "If you believe in the faith in me, you must let me help you. You must let me give of myself and give what I have to give." And I just love this story because it has so many applications for our lives together as we carry on. And first of all, I just love this image of being overheard praying, people overhearing us. We overhear somebody else. How many of us have just stumbled into a church and just heard something we needed to hear, or some other religious gathering space? How many of us have come across this sermon on YouTube? I've heard from so many people who said, "I was scrolling and I saw these sermons of the day on YouTube," and it has, in a way, we've overheard something that wasn't necessarily sent to us per se, but we were drawn in by what we heard, drawn in by the proclamation of the gospel. If that's the case for you, I'm just so grateful and glad that you're here and glad that you're overhearing this. And if you are a person who has then found yourself returning to faith or drawn into faith for the first time, I hope that we can all, like Lydia, when we find that to be the case, connect to a community, connect our lives to that of a worshiping community through baptism or other means, and then to turn around and say, "You know what? If you mean what you say, community, you should let me be a part of this. You should let me contribute that which I have to give, whether that's financial resources, whether that's gifts and skills you have, whether that's offering something that your worshiping body has yet to discover. In that spirit of Lydia, that dealer in purple cloth, I hope that you will bring what you have to the life of the community, and let God bless that offering and bless the community through you and what you have to bring. May God be with you this day and bless you and keep you this day and always. Amen.